Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. So we are going to be using our rose water in a recipe today. I told you guys that we would be doing a recipe because a lot of people don't know how to cook with rose water, at least my friends don't. So we're going to be utilizing that today. Go ahead and set your oven to 340. My oven's a little wonky. I set it at 350 just because I know that the timing, like the heat control is like lower than what it should be. And you're gonna need a 9 by 13 inch pan. I'm actually gonna use a little bit smaller pan than a 9 by 13 just because I like this baklava to be a little bit denser. And this is not your typical baklava. I am making it my own. This is really a Persian baklava, but I'm going to make it my way, which y'all know I always do. My uncle's Persian, and so we're gonna change it up and Americanize it just a little bit for us. So, all right, so let's get started. All right, so you're going to need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, but you need that butter to be softened or melted, so I've gone ahead and just kind of melted mine. Y'all know that I like recipes that I can just kind of throw in and just kind of mix all together and not necessarily separate. All right, we need 3 eggs. These are the eggs that I'll be using today. I do have the dishwasher running because we've been cooking all day in the kitchen. I have been doing a lot. I made passion fruit juice because we still have the passion fruit. So I made some passion fruit juice. We made some chicken wings today. I did some skillet corn. We have all kinds of stuff going on. Plus I'm cooking with you guys. We did the hash browns, so we got a lot going on. All right, 3 eggs. We need a 1/2 cup of sugar. All right. Then we need 1/4 cup of rose water. So here's the rose water that we made earlier today. I'm gonna go ahead and I say that's about 1/4 cup. All right. We need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And we need 1 cup of almond flour. So this is the almond flour that I'm going to be using today. Goes the oven. 1 cup of almond, 1 cup of all-purpose. All right. Then we're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of clove. Y'all know I don't measure. Clove's really good because it's antibacterial. It's got a lot of healing properties to it. I like to add a little more just because I just like the flavor. All right, you're gonna need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is the cinnamon that I'm using. To be honest, I probably did about almost a tablespoon probably. There's quite a bit in there, but it's also healing and good for you. All right, and I know that we need some baking powder, so we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This is the baking powder that I'll be using. All right, and now we just mix it up. All right, so here's what the mix actually looks like. It's nice and kind of tan. It's very pretty color. It is kind of like thick, so we're gonna have to like smear it out when I get this dumped in here. My spatula's in the dishwasher, my little red one that I normally use. Like I said, this is really like a thin cake, and it's not like, it's called Oasis Baclava. It's definitely not the kind of baklava that you're used to seeing if you go to a Greek restaurant. This is what I said, Persian, so this is like their version. And the best part about this is actually going to be after it bakes, is we have a topping that we're going to put on it. It's made with honey and rose water. So just go ahead and smear it out. Right, so here you go. This is what it looks like, and you're gonna go ahead and put that in the oven, and you need to cook it for, I think it's 40, let me see, all right, so you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna cook it for about 35 minutes. I like to put it at 30 and then check it and see what happens. You know, it just kind of depends. You want it to be a really soft kind of cookie bite. It's kind of cakey in a way, but it's easy enough that you can pick it up like a kind of like a cookie, sort of. So I'll put it in, cook it for 30 minutes, and I'll come back and show you what that looks like. But when I put it in for you guys, you will see that I'm already going to go ahead and make the topping that you're going to pour over this, so that way we can have it ready once this cake cools. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make the topping now. So the topping is actually pretty heavy in sugar, but you know, it's a dessert. So, all right, we need 1 cup of sugar. For me, I'm just gonna use a half a cup because I don't think that we need that much sugar. As y'all know, poor little Betty over there coughing. All right, we need 1/3 of a cup of water. All right, we need 3 tablespoons of honey. I'm gonna go ahead and use the orange blossom honey. All right, we need 1/4 of a cup of the rose water. Because you're really just giving it a nice kind of florally flavor to it. All right, and then if you want, you can add 1/4 of a cup of crushed pistachios. If you don't have pistachios, you can use walnuts or pecans, something like that. That's fine to use as well. But if you want to get more traditional with it, then I would recommend using the pecans. I'm actually not, or the pistachios, but I'm not going to be putting nuts in this recipe today for us. We don't, you know, it's fine. But you also want to take about a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which I actually thought I had some and I don't. So make sure that you have that. I will put the recipe obviously in the notes for you guys so that when you go to the store you will have everything that you need. And I like to go ahead and make this now. I'm just not, usually I'd use a spoon, but since the knife's sitting here, just stir it around until it kind of blends in. And then when the cake comes out and cools, we will actually pour this over the top. From the Zephyr Hills water machine, I just usually put in the warm water. I try to mix like half and half, half cold, half warm, because I don't want to dilute the beneficial properties of the honey. And the warmer you get, to me, the more you are decreasing those beneficial components that you're looking for. And then once that's done, the cake is done. It's that simple. So I'll bring you guys back and I will show you the final product. All right, friends, so I just wanted to show you guys the dark clouds are starting to roll in. Yep. So it's definitely going to start to rain here soon. So that's why I said today would be a day for cooking, because I knew that it was already on the radar that the storms were coming in. I can hear the thunder, and so that is why we are cooking today. So we are in a subtropical, oh, did you hear that? That's the thunder. So we're in a subtropical area, which means, you know, we get a lot of rain for sure. So that's why we have a lot of cooking videos, because, and that's why we can go grow the tropical plants that we grow, because this is the kind of weather that a lot of times we see, which is good. So we need the rain. So all right, you guys will be picking back up, and we will be doing the topping on that Oasis Baclava. All right, friends, so I just pulled this out of the oven. It's piping hot. That's what it looks like. Ooh, that's hot. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of cut it like for serving size. Make sure you spray this pan or any pan that you're using for this recipe, because it will stick if you don't. Part of the reason that I'm cutting it, and it's storming outside, by the way. Part of the reason that I'm cutting it is because I want these juices to just get in and just mix really well. So, and then you're just gonna pour this on top. That sugar just kind of gives it a nice sweetness. If you don't like rose or rose water, you can definitely leave that out. You don't have to do it with the rose water, but that's what kind of makes it authentic, and it's a really nice way to utilize the rose water. So, because a lot of people just, I think the biggest reason why they don't cook with it is because they don't know how, or they don't know what might taste really well, especially culturally for me, because until my uncle, I had no idea that, you know, that I would cook with rose water in my life. So I knew that I used it for like face, you know, tinctures and sprays, and you can use it for conditioners, and you can obviously literally take a bath with rose petals and create that. But yeah, this is just a really nice way to like consume it, so that, you know, think about, like I said, start thinking about things outside the box, because we just never know how the world's gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this out and we'll give it a try. All right, so here it is. I kind of got it all over. You can see it's got this nice texture to it. There's still steam just rolling off of it, so. Delicious. This literally to me tastes like baklava, except it's in a bread form. The saffron would have really set it off. You know, that's how it's supposed to be, but I didn't have it. So again, folks, if you don't have something to make it authentic, you can just make it your own and play around with it. But I'm telling you, this is really good. A nice change, something that a lot of people don't get to have, and you get to use your rows. Beautiful, delicious. I do like eating it warm, but I also am the type of person, I like eating baklava warm. I don't actually like eating baklava cold, so. Beautiful. All right, everyone, until next time. Keep trying things outside of the box. Love one another, be kind, and I will see you guys in my next video.